Kansas State Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 17th ranked team, the Kansas State Wildcats. For Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Now here he goes. Breaks into the clear. At the 30, the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, you talk about an unbelievable way to start this game off. First play of the game, and we got a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Duke offense will take over. First and 10.
Shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. And they pick up the first on the ground. Quick spin on the run. They can't stop him. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Duke. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Throw to the left. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Dropping back. It's Johnson. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for a receiver. It's a wide receiver screen. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
It can be hard sometimes in a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. QB keeper all the way. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Wildcats will bring their punt team on the field now. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's King. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
The Blue Devils moving quickly down the field here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. The ball is loose in the backfield. And the defense comes up with the football.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. Because he was hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Tight end goes in motion. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
And now from the pistol formation. On the run, it's Edwards. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Johnson. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Now here he goes. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up obviously in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Bradley. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We'll start off the second quarter with a field goal attempt here. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking for a gap. It's Moore. Oh, what a move. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moves out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
And the Blue Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Snags the quick throw. First down. They'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Picks up the first down and still going. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
A pop pass on a jet sweep. Look out, room to run here. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Edwards. Physical run earns the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And he's got it again. Inside the 25. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Kansas State. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
They'll run it from the gun. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. What a catch! They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Blue Devils with 1st and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Moore. Breaks into the clear. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the Blue Devils are on the move here. Offense clicking now to first down at the 45. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's King. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Here he goes. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
timeout.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Blue Devils are in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening him. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Pass rush closing in. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Going to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. That will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Bringing it out, it's Edwards. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. One more play before they head to the locker room. Gonna run it, it's Edwards. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And so that will wrap up a very interesting first half of play. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Wildcats will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
The Duke offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And they get the second half started with the running play. Ball comes loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They'll run it here. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
Brings up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Johnson. He's got it right near the end zone. Will step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
Well, Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the Wildcats trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Looking for a man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wildcats, to put them on top now. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. He's in the clear. Powering through the defender. At the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Duke.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The BHC is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To the air. It's Johnson. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. A quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks into the clear. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, that's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking downfield. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
You know, I think this quarterback's realizing that, yeah, he's got some great receivers, but when in doubt, you get it to this back. He not only has great quickness, here he shows you what kind of hands he has as well.
Kansas State has moved into the red zone now. Working tight windows. It's Johnson. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on 1st down. A short completion of the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And the Blue Devils will have to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Movement here from the tight end. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. One back into that field, and he'll get the carry. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. The receiver makes the catch. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the Wildcats will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The sack sets up second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Nice throw, caught for a completion. That's a nice gain, but he runs out short of the marker, so fourth down coming up. The Blue Devils will have to kick this away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback adjusting out of the defense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That one play has flipped field position. A first down to the opponent's 44. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Now here he goes. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. And it's incomplete. Even on the first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to pass, it's Johnson. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
There's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Struggling to find the end zone here. Back-to-back incompletions. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Off over the middle. It's Edwards. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun running play call. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Using his legs. It's Moore. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Throws it to the right. He's got it in the open. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They couldn't stop him there.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. You know, he has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
Returner decides to fair catch this. First play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. On the ground, it's Jackson. Getting set. Here's second down. Quick completion to the tight end. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
This is the advantage, in my opinion, of having that big body tight end. He took a big shot, held on to the football for a first down. This toughness cannot be taken for granted.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Important yardage needed on third down here. A field goal try would be from 52. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Let's it fly to the wide out. He's wide open. Look out. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, just basically throwing their hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
1st and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the 4th quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining.
Timeout.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout. Kansas State.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout.
So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. The field goal is good. And with that, they regain the lead. Well, you'll love to see a game come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.